Breaking news. The fighting in Gaza will end, according to Vice President Joe Biden, once Hamas no longer maintains the capacity to murder. On Wednesday, Vice President Biden said he believes Israel's military operation in Gaza will end when Hamas no longer maintains the capacity to murder, abuse, and do horrific things to the Israelis. Biden urged caution in the pursuit of Hamas military targets near civilian infrastructure at a press conference following his meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. There is an obligation to use as much caution as they can in going after their targets, he said of the Israel Defense Forces. He went on to say, Hamas said they plan to attack Israelis again, and this is a terrible dilemma. To this day, Vice President Biden and his administration have not wavered in their support of Israel's offensive against Hamas. The United States has issued a strong condemnation of the terror attacks that took place in Israel on October 7. These attacks were carried out by Hamas terrorists, who infiltrated the Jewish state and killed as many as 1,200 people before returning to Gaza with 240 hostages. The staggering death toll figures released by the Hamas-led Gaza Health Ministry have prompted other world leaders to condemn Israel's military actions in Gaza, particularly attacks on hospitals and other civilian infrastructure. The largest hospital in Gaza City, Al-Shifa, is being used by Hamas as a military base to store weapons and plan terrorist attacks, according to Israel and the White House. The U.S. government has rejected calls for a ceasefire in the conflict, insisting that Israel has a right to defend itself. At the same time, the Biden administration has put pressure on Israel to halt the fighting for brief periods so that food and medical aid can be delivered to the Palestinians in Gaza. The president admitted he had no idea when the conflict between Israel and Hamas would be resolved. However, he made it clear that the establishment of a Palestinian state is, in his opinion, the only way to end the conflict. I can't tell you how long it will last because I'm not a psychic. Until there is a two-state solution, I don't see an end to it, Biden said. I've told the Israelis that they're wrong to believe they can permanently control the territory of Gaza through occupation and maintenance. That doesn't seem to be the case. So, I expect to see efforts to bring along, well, I shouldn't go into any more, because it's things I have been negotiating with Arab countries and others about what the next steps should be, he added. The family and press freedom advocacy groups were outraged by the decision. Politovskaya Trabelhava no Novaya Gazeta, Journal de Dmitry Muratov, K. Recebu M 2021 O Nobel da Paz por sua luta contra a censura e as perseguições à imprensa na Russia. She gained worldwide recognition for exposing human rights abuses committed by Russian forces in Chechnya. A jornalista foi baleada no prédio onde morava M7 de outubro de 2006. The murder set off demonstrations and rallies all over the world.